Hello, again, my name is Joyner Joseph Jr., and I'm running to represent the 36th District of Bedford-Stuyvesant in Northern Crown Heights. As a young man, I understand the need for expressionalism in arts and performing arts, and the need for the affordability in housing and the benefit that um, performing arts and art has. I developed what is called the Equal Living Cost Rights Law. Um, well, it's a petition, and if I was elected, I would want to see it enacted into law, which calls for 50% of units in that developers bring to city council. 50% of the units within residential buildings would have to be um, um, put aside for low income and low income affordable um, for youth and adults. Gentrification is not a black and white issue. It's a money issue. Um, And so we have to focus on how we can bring finances to residents and invest in residents. One way of ensuring that that artists can bring their talent into their district is to work with community boards, and also ensuring that space is utilized by working with the community board, developers, and come to community board to get approval. And so this is where an opportunity lies to fight for affordable housing. Thank you.
Raise your hands if you are willing to be a co-sponsor to Ben Kalis's City Spaces initiative to create searchable database of unused or underutilized city-owned spaces. Thank you very much. Okay. Raise your hands if you will clearly and visibly list your stances on issues facing indie theater and performing arts on your web campaign's website and literature. Raise your hands if you support expanding the theater sub-district fund to include arts organizations with budgets below $250,000 a year. You support the promotion of indie theater to the more than 61 million visitors coming to New York City every year. You can commit to working with the League to create new non-traditional spaces suitable for indie theater performances in your district. You support campaign finance reform and getting money from PACs, super PACs, or special interests out of political campaigns at all levels. You support New Yorkers for Culture and Arts request to increase the funding by $40 million in the city's budget.
Where in Bedford-Stuyvesant, there is the Restoration Plaza, and which is big space, tons of space, in which I want to see plenty of our artists, entrepreneurs, young people promoting free space for anything that one might want to do. How? Well, it's about organizing and bringing together each other in the things that matter and the things that matter to us. And so it's networking in some way. So we have to bring each other together, networking in a place like the Restoration Plaza, in which we all bring our ideas together, and we work together, and we make plans, and we structure that way by networking. Live and work space for artists is very important, because doing your work, your creative art, forms in your living space is, not only um, time efficient, but so basically, the Restoration Plaza, bringing our young people to the Restoration Plaza, networking and developing each other. Thank you. Hello, thank you again for having me here. Thank you, LIT, Guy, directors and producers, actors, young people. Keep up the good work. We have to stick together so we can ensure that our work transitions into the next generation. And I grew up watching movies like Chorus Line, Rocky Horror Picture Show, and and I understand how theater, performing arts, and art is a social development for young people and for adults. And our young people um, need to be with our artists and our performing artists so that social development can transition into our youth. Um, Thank you all. As I again say, I'm running for 36th District City Council representing Bedford Stuyvesant and Northern Crown Heights. Thank you.